Φαντάσου εσύ και ο σύντροφός σου να είστε μεθυσμένοι και να λέτε ας παίξουμε ένα παιχνίδι και να σε κλείνει ο σύντροφός σου μέσα στη βαλίτσα έτσι για να γελάσετε, αλλά τελικά ο σύντροφός σου να μην ανοίξει ποτέ αυτή τη βαλίτσα και να πεθάνεις μέσα σε μία βαλίτσα από ασφυξία. Εγώ όταν άκουσα αυτή την υπόθεση ταράχτηκα και γενικά δεν έχω ακούσει κάτι τόσο τρελό. Σήμερα θα μιλήσουμε για μία υπόθεση που συγκλώνησε τις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες και έγινε γενικά viral στα social media. Είναι μία υπόθεση που ξεκίνησε ως παιχνίδι και κατέληξε σε θάνατο. Η Sarah Boone είναι μία γυναίκα από τη Φλόριντα και κατηγορήθηκε για το θάνατο του συντρόφου της, του George Torres. Η υπόθεση ξεκίνησε το Φεβρουάριο του 2020 στο Ορλάντο της Φλόριντας και γενικά το ζευγάρι είχε μια ταραγμένη, βίαιη, τοξική σχέση και υπάρχουν καταγεγραμμένα περιστατικά ενδοοικογενειακής βίας και από τις δύο πλευρές. Εκείνο το μοιραίο βράδυ η Σάρα και ο Τζόρτζ ήπιανε πάρα πολύ και τους ήρθε μία ιδέα να παίξουν ένα παιχνίδι. Να κλειστεί ο Τόρες σε μία βαλίτσα και να γελάσουνε. Σύμφωνα με τα λόγια της Σάρας, είπε ότι ο Τόρες το διασκέδαζε πάρα πολύ αυτό το παιχνίδι. Ωστόσο η πραγματικότητα ήταν πολύ πιο σκοτεινή. Η Σάρα κατέγραψε στο κινητό της 2 βίντεο που τα βρήκανε μετά οι αστυνομικοί. Και σε αυτά τα βιντεάκια θα δεις τον Τόρες μέσα σε μία βαλίτσα και να τον βγάζει βίντεο η Σάρα και αυτός να της λέει όλη την ώρα δεν μπορώ να αναπνεύσω. Και αυτή να του λέει αυτά παθαίνεις όταν με πνίγεις ή αυτά παθαίνεις όταν με απατάς.
Sarah.
For everything you've done to me.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
You.
Sarah.
Stupid.
Sarah.
That's my name.
Και γενικά στο βιντεάκι φαινόταν σαν να απολάμβανε η Σάρα εκείνη τη στιγμή που ο Τόρες ήταν μέσα σε μία βαλίτσα και δεν μπορούσε να αναπνεύσει. Αυτά τα βίντεο ήταν η βασική απόδειξη στην υπόθεση ότι η Σάρα όντως σκότωσε τον Τόρες επίτηδες και η Σάρα προσπάθησε να πείσει τις αρχές ότι δεν το έκανε αυτό επίτηδες, ότι την πήρε ο ύπνος και μετά όταν ξύπνησε αυτός ήταν νεκρός. Η Σάρα κοιμήθηκε και μετά όταν ξύπνησε πήρε η ίδια τηλέφωνο την αστυνομία για να τους πει ότι ο άντρας της, ο σύντροφός της, είναι νεκρός μέσα σε μία βαλίτσα.
My boyfriend is dead.
Okay, stay on the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
Sorry, Rich. Just tell me exactly what happened there.
My boyfriend and I were playing last night, and I put him in his case and we were playing, like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So I fell asleep, and I woke up, and he was dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened.
Okay, is he hanging from somewhere or what, ma'am?
No, I pulled him out of the suitcase.
He was in a suitcase?
Yes, and I fell asleep.
Right, is he breathing?
No.
I need you to get him on the floor, flat on his back for me, okay?
I did. I tried giving him CPR.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
purple.
Okay, listen to me. Lay him flat on his... Okay, ma'am, listen to me. I want you to lay him flat on his back for me on the floor.
I did.
Okay,
He's stiff and purple.
Okay, ma'am, that's fine. We're still going to do compressions on him, okay? Place the heel of your hand on his breastbone, right in the center of the chest.
Yes.
Put your other hand on top of that hand.
Just by looking at him, you can tell.
Okay, and...
Please! Okay, he just gurgled.
Okay, listen to me. Place the heel of your hand right between his chest, right between his breastbones.
Yes.
With your other hand on top of that hand.
Yes,
We want to pump his chest to me hard and fast, twice per second. 1, 2, 3.
I thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase, so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you, and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep, so I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still.
Μετά από όλα αυτά, η Σάρα είπε ότι ο άντρας της την κακοποιούσε και ότι πραγματικά δεν είχε κανένα σκοπό να τον σκοτώσει. Βέβαια, οι αποδείξεις δείχνανε άλλα. Οι αστυνομικοί και οι ιατροδικαστές κατάλαβαν ότι η Σάρα δεν λέει την αλήθεια, γιατί ο χρόνος που είπε η Σάρα πως τον άφησε μέσα στη βαλίτσα δεν τέριαζε με το πότε πραγματικά πέθανε ο Τόρες. Ο ιατροδικαστής μπορούσε να καταλάβει πόσες ώρες είναι ήδη νεκρός ο Τόρες. Η θερμοκρασία του σώματός του έδειχνε ότι είχε πεθάνει πολύ πιο νωρίτερα από όσο είχε πει η Σάρα. Οπότε μάλλον είχε πεθάνει κάνει ήδη και αυτή πήγε μετά με την ησυχία της να κοιμηθεί. Και εννοείται πως ποτέ δεν προσπάθησε να τον βγάλει από αυτή τη βαλίτσα, ενώ αυτός όλη την ώρα της φώναζε ότι δεν μπορεί να αναπνεύσει.
Did he willingly get in the suitcase?
He was already in there.
Okay. When you got to him, did he see you?
Yes.
All right. Tell us what happened.
I mean, I zipped him up. We thought it was funny, and we're joking about how he was, I guess, small enough to fit inside of the suitcase.
All right. So what happened then?
From there, it was just we were laughing about it, and it was just strange that he was small enough to fit in there, and then I kind of moved it around a little bit with him in the suitcase still. It was still funny that he was still in the suitcase. Just, I think he and I were just kind of couldn't believe that he could fit in the suitcase.
Did you eventually close the top?
Yes, in order for, well, the top was already closed. As he was settling himself in there, that's how I knew he was in there, was because the top was kind of flopping a little bit.
Okay. So he had gotten in there to hide, and he pulled the top
Yes,
on top of it. But you could tell he was in there.
yes,
You saw him right away.
yes,
All right. So at some point, did you zip him up?
yes.
Did you? And what was he saying or doing when you were zipping him up?
We just thought it was funny.
Were you both laughing?
Yes,
And so you zipped him up. Were y'all still laughing once you zipped him up?
yes.
Okay. Tell the jury what happened then.
From there, I moved the suitcase around a couple of times, just kind of on the wheels, and moved it around. And at that point, it was funny. We were joking and laughing about it.
All right, now eventually did you go sit down on the couch and get your phone?
Yes,
Have I missed something?
well, the suitcase had, from me moving it around, was flopped over. So while it was like that, I thought at that point I had a moment to, I guess, take the time to talk to him while I guess he was not able to get out for a moment.
So you flipped it. You got it on the top, right?
Yeah.
It gets in, but at some point you flip it over so the zipper is on the bottom.
Well, it was just kind of how I was moving it around, and it ended up kind of flopping, so
But it was upside down.
yes.
So after you did that, what did you do?
That's when I went over and decided to videotape to just see I guess the gist in it, for him to understand that right now I feel safe, and right now I have the ability to actually speak to you in a manner that normally I would not have the ability to do.
And you were intoxicated,
Yes.
and you would agree that you said some things you should not have.
Yes.
All right? But you realized he could not get out and get at you. Is that fair?
At that moment, yes.
Η Σάρα Μπον καταδικάστηκε για ανθρωποκτονία δευτέρου βαθμού. Ανθρωποκτονία δευτέρου βαθμού είναι όταν το έγκλημα δεν ήταν προμελετημένο, δηλαδή η πράξη δεν είχε σκοπό να σκοτώσει το θύμα εκ των προτέρων, αλλά έγινε υπό συνθήκες που δείχνουν αδιαφορία ή αμέλεια για τη ζωή του θύματος. Η Σάρα στα δικαστήρια ήθελε να το γυρίσει εντελώς και να πει ότι αυτός την έδερνε, ότι αυτός την κακοποιούσε όλη την ώρα, ήταν βίαιος μαζί της, την απατούσε και πολλά διάφορα τέτοια.
I forgive George for beating me senseless, for trying to sleep because I had to go to work or my son's field trip the next day, for ruining my deceased family's heirlooms, traditions, and keepsakes, my son's furniture, destroying the television we watched together, for wrecking our townhome by breaking windows, punching holes in the walls and doors, ramming his entire body into glass doors, kicking in my front and back door over and over and over, for breaking or removing the locks from all of the doors and sometimes the knobs altogether, so I had nowhere to feel safe, including the sacred space of my son's room where he beat me bloody on his bed. For terrorizing and threatening my blind and deaf dogs by leaving the gate open I built to keep them safe, telling me he hoped I'd find their bloated dead body in the pond or scrape their remains off of the pavement, for kicking them off of the bed and throwing across the room because they were trying to protect me. For threatening to make me unrecognizable to my son by breaking all of the bones in my face, like his brother Moses did to him after he kept seeing all of the bruises from George beating me, like all of the times their father beat their mother. For all of the drunken rages and fist fights with so many neighbors when wandering into their apartments during hunting expeditions after I had escaped. For drowning me in liquor and wine because I didn't want to drink, causing me to urinate on myself, then butting the end of the bottle in my face, giving me 2 black eyes and a bloody nose. For making me experience what it is to be sodomized. Threatening to kill my friends and the neighbors when they checked on me to make sure I was alive and in one piece. For threatening to burn down our townhome and set my car on fire because I got a job. For holding me hostage on weekends my son was supposed to come over by keeping my keys around his neck, my phone in his crotch, and a butcher knife stuck in the middle of the table as a warning not to ask anything or try to leave. For stabbing me in the leg and not letting me call 911 for an ambulance or seek help, where I nearly bled to death until I concocted a lie to save him from being arrested. For destroying my phone with a hammer because my son called. For me experiencing ever being arrested and after today, prison. For beating me almost blind, crushing my occipital lobe. For having me experience what it means to see stars, like in the cartoons, where a character has a tall lump on their head. I had that too, and many times. For dragging me downstairs by my hair in the middle of the night just to sit next to him. I forgive myself for falling in love with a monster. I wrote him letters. I wrote his family and his daughters, apologizing for asking for their forgiveness. But due to fear that my life or sons would be jeopardized, I did not send. I am sorry. I cannot begin to fathom any of their grief and sadness. Please forgive me. Almost everything reminds me of him, seeing my stab wound especially every day especially. It truly reminds me that all I really did live through. George haunts me. He is everywhere. I believe because I do still love him, think of him, and miss his laugh the most. In my heart, I know he is with me and understands that this tragedy was not intentional. I hope everyone can, his family foremost. I didn't mean for this to happen. Please wholeheartedly know that, and always, I would never. Forgive me, George. Forgive me, Torres family. Forgive me, Judge Cranick. To the entire planet, please forgive me. I graciously and humbly ask for consideration, for forgiveness to be extended instead of judgment.
Που δεν λέω, μπορεί να γινόντουσαν αυτά, αλλά στο δικό μου το μυαλό, με την πρώτη στιγμή που θα νιώσεις βία στη σχέση σου, φεύγεις. Παρ' όλα αυτά η Σάρα καθότανε, τα ανεχόταν όλα αυτά και στο τέλος τον σκότωσε. Δεν είναι λύση αυτή. Εγώ από ό,τι κατάλαβα και οι δύο ήταν λίγο σάικο. Ο άντρας ήταν αλκοολικός, γιατί υπάρχει κι άλλο ένα βιντεάκι που είναι έξω από το δωμάτιό της και έχει πιει όλη τη βότκα.
So you remember this. Are you drunk right now?
No, ma'am.
How much alcohol did you drink?
Enough to be drunk.
You're slurring your words. You're sleeping up against the door right now.
Yeah, because I want to be next to you.
Did I not tell you to not bother me?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is it you come up and do? What time is it right now? It's 1:20 a.m.
Okay. I haven't bothered you since then. I just go to sleep.
But didn't I tell you before at 9:30 to not bother me at all?
Yes.
Because why?
You have to work tomorrow.
Nope. Because I've been up since 4 a.m. since yesterday when you fucked with me.
Yes, ma'am.
I know how much vodka was in that bottle. I want it to be documented that I'm leaving you, which means that you're getting out. You're getting out. You're getting out.
Nobody's leaving nobody. Stop.
I always bother you. I always bore you. You don't listen to me. Yesterday was my first day at work, remember? And I ended up 90% hearing about your day and 10% about mine.
You don't bother me or anything without talking. I mean, sometimes you just you overwhelm me. That's the problem. You overwhelm me.
By telling you about my first day at work?
No, dude, you just overwhelm me about every other thing too. It's not just, first day at work.
So I'm overwhelming you by telling you about the fourth highest paid baseball player. That's a client of ours.
I'm not starstruck.
I don't even know who the guy is.
I don't need.
So the reason why, so you fully admit now that you didn't care and you did brush me off in the car. Midway sentence. Because you're not into baseball.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying.
I want to go to sleep. Go downstairs.
Yeah. I know.
I'm leaving you. And I'm going to try and cancel plane tickets.
No.
Because I don't do special things for people like you that are doing this, like, to me, after I asked you at 1:21 in the morning.
I'm not doing it.
I wanted to be asleep. I wanted to stay asleep, which is why I got into bed at 8:30.
I know, I'm not doing it.
You get on your fucky little bike and go to fucky work tomorrow. Don't look at me. Don't come close to me. Don't touch me. Do you understand?
What do you mean?
As of this moment, and until I can get you out,
Get the fuck out of here.
I did. Yep, look at it. Look, get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm gonna scream bloody murder. I'm gonna scream bloody murder. I will scream bloody murder. Get away from me.
Dude, nobody's doing anything.
I'm gonna fucking hurt you.
Nobody's doing anything. And you're filming it.
Let me go.
Nobody's doing anything.
I'm asking you, George, to get away from me. Please get away from me. Get away from me.
Yeah, I am. That was your function, dude. Malfunction. No, your malfunction is you, dude.
Okay, whatever you say. Whatever you say. Holy shit, the whole hallway just reeks of you up here. First it's shit, now it's alcohol. Don't step foot in this bedroom. I can't even breathe. Like, it's disgusting. Like, it's disgusting.
Keep filming whatever the fuck you want. Good night, Sarah. Love you.
I don't love you.
Οπότε μπορεί να ήταν πάρα πολύ κακοποιητικός, αλλά σε αυτή την περίπτωση καλείς την αστυνομία, φεύγεις από αυτή τη σχέση και δεν κάθεσαι μέχρι να σε σκοτώσει ή να τον σκοτώσεις. Εν τω μεταξύ υπάρχουν πάρα πολλά βιντεάκια που δείχνουν ότι στη δίκη η Σάρα γελούσε όλη την ώρα. Λοιπόν, αυτό ήταν το βιντεάκι μας για σήμερα. Άμα σας άρεσε πατήστε like. Άμα θέλετε κι άλλες αληθινές ιστορίες εγκλήματος, γράψτε μου στα σχόλια για να ξέρω να κάνω κι άλλα τέτοια βιντεάκια. Πατήστε και ένα subscribe και μακριά από βίες και τοξικές σχέσεις.